Hi, I'm Dave from Eltree Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you some of the items that walked in this week. We've been really busy, so I haven't had time to do anything, and I'm off to a show soon, so I got to prep for that. And then, oh wait, I got a show the very next day, so about 600 clicks in driving or something like that one way, but whatever. You know what? You do what you do. You do what you have to when you run a retail store. So some of these items I picked up at a show, some walked in the door, and some more walked in the door. So I'll clear these first. So the exciting parts, 2-inch mortar rounds. I think they're both smoke, I believe. And I know they've been repainted because it's obvious they've been repainted. So they are British, if I remember correctly. Yes, that one's broad arrowed right there. You can see the broad arrow on the fin and other markings. And the cap, which comes off because there's nothing in it, is marked. But of course, I'm not even going to try and tell you what that says because, you know what? I'm certainly not an expert on ordnance like this. But they've definitely been repainted. I guess someone wanted them to look pretty on the shelf. You know, I wouldn't bother, but whatever. This one is broad arrowed right there and 1943 dated. So these are 2-inch mortar rounds, probably smoke off the top of my head. I believe that's exactly what they are, but someone's repainted them. Obviously, the red, orangish red and the green stripes are specific. I believe they're smoke rounds. They probably were originally smoke rounds and someone's repurposed them. I didn't repaint them, but I bought them at a show that way. They were the right price, so they'll get listed on the website for the right price and sell the stuff because that's the goal. So there's that. I bought this beautiful piece the other day. It's gorgeous. The guy way overpaid. I mean, way overpaid. It's a beautiful piece. It's very nice. I haven't listed it yet. No, I haven't listed it yet, but I probably will next day or so. So it's a Japanese sword guard called a Tsuba. So it's in the box, display box, and I'm going to handle it, which I will wipe it off after. It's double-sided, of course, beautifully engraved, and it's bronze with gold overlay on it. It's just a beautiful piece. It's not signed, unfortunately, but the detail and craftsmanship on this is certainly stupendous. Truthfully, it's gorgeous. It's very nice. It's a work of art. Truthfully, it really is, and I understand why people collect these. The problem, though, is that if you overpay for them, which is easy to do, because I bought a bunch of these and found that out the hard way, that they're not worth $5 million. But this is a beautiful sword guard and just beautiful artwork, beautiful work, just gorgeous, truthfully. So there's that. I'll put that away for now. That's got to get listed. Then we have 2 Pickelhaubes. They were Prussian. They don't have any extra holes. Why someone stripped these, I do not know. I guess they wanted the badges. I don't know. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. They took the visor trim off of there. The back visor is missing on both of them. The spine, the spike, the cockades, the chin strap, the plate. Why you'd bother, I don't know. But hey, it takes all kinds. So the nicest part about this one, and it's unusual because these are M15s with the white metal fittings, is that there's a stamp inside that clearly says 1913, which is right there. So why there's a 1913 stamp, I don't know, but you know what? It is what it is. So there's that. There is there's a stamp on each side on the inside, but it's not legible, so I can't tell you what it says. Normally there's a visor on the back, and the visor would say what unit it was. Unfortunately, that's long gone. So someone's been playing mix and match with these helmets, unfortunately. There's a stamp in this one. Oh, look, it's also marked. This one's dated 15. You can just see it right there. That's a unit army mark, but yeah, it's dated 1915 right there where my thumb is. So that's very nice. But again, why you do that, I don't know. It's easier to sell the stuff as is. Why bother messing with it? But that's what people do sometimes. So Last but not least, I had this walk in. It's a second pattern FS dagger. The second pattern and the first pattern are distinct with the knurled handle. The first pattern has an S guard instead of the straight guard here. One thing you want to pay attention on these is that if this has vice grip marks on it, meaning this is not flush at the top, someone's messed with it. And do people do that? Oh yeah. They'll take these apart, they'll put vice grips on or put it in a vice, unscrew it, because this piece here, this nut is screwed to the tang here inside the handle, which is part of the blade, and then they change the blade and make it more desirable, unfortunately. Why you'd bother, I don't know, but I guess some people have too much time on their hands. And why they bother, truthfully, because they want to scam people. It's just easier to be straight with people, but not everyone works that way. Second pattern with the second pattern guard. On the guard is marked England, and what that means is that this is part of war reparations after the war from England to the USA, because they lent the money for the war effort and equipment, etc. And as part of paying that back, if I remember correctly, there was a ship's container full, maybe there was 2, I'm not sure, I don't remember anymore, which were sent to the US as part of that, and they were all stamped on the guard England, so that that was part of it. So that was the deal. So on this one, which is nice, there's no logo on the blade, which you wish for a second pattern. If there was, it'd be Wilkinson, etc. There's nothing on there. That's fine. And again, just like German daggers, I'm touching the blade. I'll wipe my hands off, wipe it off after. But you can see if it's been retipped, if it's been broken and then retipped by doing this. Also, you can see the spine of the blade goes all the way to the end, which is a good indicator that it's fine. On top of that, and actually I'm going to show you the nut first. So as I said about the nut, see how it's flush there? That's what you want. You don't want any burr up there. They didn't leave a burr on the top specific, so that's what you want. What's nice about this is that it is broad arrowed right there with, I'd say, an I, which is India, I believe, but it is broad arrowed, which is good. And let's see if I can show you the England mark. Right there is the England mark. That's the best I can do for showing you the England mark. So there you go. So there's that. So that's a nice second pattern FS dagger. You know, the scabbard, well, I might as well show you the scabbard, probably a good idea. The elasticated strap on here is always broken. I used to collect these, and the people who don't know any better always put the strap over and leave it around. And the problem with that is that it's an elasticated strap and it gets stretched out and it breaks easily. So whenever I collected these, left the strap not on top of the handle because of that. The tabs are missing on these. It's a habit. They cut them off. It happens. It's not a problem. And you also have to be aware of post-war scabbards on these. The Belgians used these scabbards post-war and made these scabbards. If I remember correctly, there was a little grommet here on the top, which was connected to a chain, if I remember correctly. And that's how you can tell the Belgian post-war scabbards from the wartime. So also third pattern scabbards. This is a second pattern. Third pattern scabbards had a staple here instead of this. And you can see the back here where the straps, the tabs were that were sewn on or for sewing on. So they're no longer there. But that's what you want to look for in a second pattern scabbard and a second pattern dagger. So that'll get listed today or tomorrow if there's time. Time's a key word around here because I'm off to a show, as I said. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my website, militaryAntiquestoronto.com. Hey, it's always cheaper on the website. That's about it. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Take care.